Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more 6th Gen video game pickups to show you guys. I actually shot this video once already, but it ended up running 15 minutes because I went into a crazy rant at the end. So I'll just quickly start with the rant. Basically, more issues with pricing at Value Village. It's gone very problematic with games that have no price labeled on them, this. When they have the price on it, it's great, but when they don't have the price on it, uh, depending on the people that you get, they'll give you different prices, and it's just gotten to be a big, complicated mess at the Value Village that I usually go to. Every other Value Village that I've ever been to, and continue to go to, if it's not labeled, they charge $2.99 for it. But this one here, this one supervisor that I've had so many problems with in the past, at least in the recent past, she just continues to make it even worse for me to purchase things in the store. But that's a rant for another day, so let's get to the pickups. First up, at the Value Village, in the east end of the city. I don't usually go to that one, but I felt like I might find something there this time around. I found a whole bunch of PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and a couple of 360 games and one Wii game. I also found a copy of Donkey Kong 64 there, but it was priced at $20, so I didn't grab it. But I found a whole bunch of these games there, and I looked through all of them, and a whole bunch of them were either just games that weren't even worth $2 to me because they were just sports or sports related. And I found these three here that were the most interesting to me, and yeah, it's one Xbox game and two GameCube games. The Xbox game is Rally Sport Challenge 2, and for that one there, I just paid $1.99, and it was complete in there as well. After that, I saw that there were a couple of GameCube games there, so I grabbed them all. I honestly switched the cases out on these two because, well, both these games are 2-disc games, so I had to switch the one with the other. The one game, I wanted it to look nicer, so I had to swap out the cases because the case that came with it originally was pretty much destroyed. So the first game that I'm going to show you here of the GameCube games is Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. This case here originally belonged to Resident Evil 0, and I swapped out the cases on those. So I paid $3.99, if you can see that there, $3.99 for Resident Evil 0, and for Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, it had been marked from $4.99 down to $2.99, and then when I opened it up and I saw that disc 1 was pretty scratched, I asked if she could, I asked the supervisor there if she could do $1.99 on this one here, and she said, yep, that's fine. And there were a whole bunch of stickers sort of wrapped around it here, but I took those off. There's still a little bit of sticker residue here, but I'll get to that eventually. But I'm really happy to add both those games to my collection. But yeah, this one here, I don't know if the first disc will work yet. It looks pretty scratched, but I can just hope for the best at this point. And what kind of sucks about Resident Evil 0, even though the discs inside were in really good condition, just a couple of really, really light scratches on the one disc and just fingerprints everywhere, it had no manual. And without the manual, that kind of sucks, but I'll look forward to trying to find another copy of this, and right now just try and play that and enjoy it. Next up, I got 4 more games at the Value Village that I usually go to. These 4 games were priced at $4 each, and that's not that bad, but I honestly didn't have the money for them, and then I forgot about them for a few weeks. But the thing is, I put these 4 games in my hiding spot at that Value Village, And I know that's kind of a shitty thing to do, but honestly, I want to be able to buy these, buy all the games that I find there, and put them right into my collection, but I don't always have the money to buy all the things that I see there. And sometimes there are things that I want to buy more than other things, and I know there's a good chance that I won't see it anytime soon, so I hide it away and pick it up eventually later. So I grabbed these 4 games. They were $4 each, and they were all in pretty decent condition, except for 2 of these games. The discs were really dirty, but they weren't terribly scratched. They were just really, really dirty. Like, they had brown spots and stuff like that on there, but I wiped them down. They're perfectly fine now. The first one here for $4, Silent Hill 2, Restless Dreams, and that is complete as well. Next is Kingdom Under Fire, The Crusaders, and Kingdom Under Fire Heroes. If you can let me know which one of these came first, I honestly don't know. I think there's also a game on the 360, but one of you out there could probably tell me better. And both of these, the discs were pretty dirty. And then the last one, I know nothing about this game. I just saw that it's a Capcom game for the PS2, and for $4, I thought, well, it's probably not shit, but who knows if it'll actually be a good game. But for $4, I was willing to risk it. It's Shadow of Rome for the PS2, and yeah, it was just $4. Now, the last game that I got has a very long story behind it, but I'm just going to avoid that right now. Just reference back to what I said at the beginning. If a game's unlabeled, they just they usually have a standard price, $2.99 if it's unlabeled and it's in a DVD case. But really, depending on what Value Village location you go to and what kind of employee you're speaking to, you're going to get a different number out of them. This one here was priced at $4.99, even though it has no price tag on it anywhere. Sorry, that was a really shitty job of trying to cover that up. But just, there's no price tag on it, and usually they're supposed to be $2.99, but the supervisor told me $4.99, so I went with it. I had grabbed a couple other games, but I just put them in my hiding spot, and I grabbed just this one for this time. It's Champions of Norath for the PS2. It's a hack and slash game that's also played online, but I know for a fact that the online, like the servers for this game are definitely not up, so you can't play this game online. And I really don't know if there is a single player mode or not. Like, I don't know if there is. Please let me know in the comment section below. But this game goes for like $20 to $25, so it must still be a functional game for it to go for that much, but who knows. Anyways, I'm happy enough to have been able to add 8 more games to the collection, a couple more Xbox, GameCube, and PS2 games. I'd definitely like to add more GameCube games in the future, but that's proving to be kind of difficult right now. But yeah, 8 more games for the collection is definitely a good haul for this time around. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.